Everybody. Good evening. I hope this is streaming, but happy signing. It is Sunday, and we're going to talk signings today with Marcus Grant. He is a signing agent newbie outside. He's serving the Durham Wake County area, and I'm super excited to bring him on. I want to first thank all of my subscribers, everybody who's still rocking with me, and thank you because I think I'm close to 900 now, so I'm doing pretty good, y'all. So thank you for rocking with me. Marcus has been a signing agent for a year and some change. He um he actually started around the time I did. We talked to each other via Facebook. Um, and he's a great signing agent. So I am super excited. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get him on. Just bear with me. I got you, Marcus. So I just want to touch bases with you guys right quick. Hold on. Let's see. All right. So there we go. Don't worry, Marcus. I just sent it to you. So, just so you guys know, I've been a signing agent for over two. Well, it's almost been 2 years. Yeah, I'm over 400 signings. Yay me! Um, okay. Wow, they are gangster fan. Sorry, like I said, I'm talking to people via Facebook, but Marcus will be coming in 1 second. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, and I just want to kick it with you guys. I'm sorry, I got a lot going on. Um, Shout out to all of my newbies who is actually just keep going forward. I see a lot of individuals now. I noticed that work is slow, so they're beginning to sell their stuff. And the only thing I can say is that's good product. Just use it for something else. Oh, there you go. Fantastic. How many does this mean?
Right without help.
Hey!
Did
Wow!
I get it right without my daughter's help?
Wow. Yeah, because they all about technology now.
Listen, she set my whole phone up, everything. I can't do anything without her. I'm pitiful.
Wow, fantastic. Well, everyone, this is Marcus Grant. He is a signing agent newbie in North Carolina. And Marcus, what counties do you cover?
I do Granville, Durham, Wake, Orange, Vance,
That whole
Franklin,
that whole area.
Franklinton. Yeah, that whole little area. That whole Wake County and all the little country hicks outside spots. I hit all them spots.
Fantastic. And
Yeah.
how long have you been a signing agent?
What is this? About a year now. About a strong year now. Maybe a little over a year, but about between a year and a little over a year, maybe a year and 2 months, something like that.
Okay, fantastic. And question, what were you doing before you was signed? Are you full time, part time?
Nah, I'm part time. I'm part
Okay.
time. I work for social services. I'm a social worker. I work for adult protection services.
Oh,
So I'm a
all
social
right.
worker to just like how CPS is to children. I do adults. I
Oh,
say
that's
that to make it a little bit more
fantastic.
tough. So yeah, so I've been out there for a while. So when um when the pandemic hit, that's when I started having a little bit more free time, and I'm like, okay, we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Yeah,
wow.
we'll get
Okay,
into
so
that.
CPS and um, hold on. And give me 1 second. And why did you want to become a sign agent?
Well,
What's
I'm
your
gonna be
why?
well. I'll be honest. I hate to keep referring back to the pandemic, but the pandemic, a lot of people started during the pandemic.
Okay,
A lot of people
fantastic.
started during the pandemic. So the pandemic, I had a coworker. I worked part time at the airport too. So I had a coworker who was explaining that she was doing part time some loan signing stuff. So I'm like, well,
Hmm.
what is that? She was like, well, a lot of the people refinance. I go out to the house and notarize their paper. So I'm asking her, just being honest with everybody. I'm asking like, yo, how much is it? How much you get paid? So when she
Sounds like a
telling me how much, like, oh, it's 75, I get 100. I'm like, how long you out there? She like an hour, 30 minutes. I was like, okay, all right, I can look. I need to look into this. So I'm a real estate investor too. So I'm already familiar with a lot of the whole real estate thing. I got a couple rental properties. So I'm already kind of familiar with it. So I was a little familiar with it. So she told me that. And she said, listen, I look into this. It was a person on Facebook, Monica Michelle. And she was like, listen, check her out, Monica Michelle. She got some information or whatever. So I went and checked it out. And I got the information from her. She was saying how to get started.
Okay.
So initially I looked at it from just this just a side hustle. But as I got into it a little bit more, I'm like, I got to invest in myself a little bit to do this loan signing agent. There ain't nothing you could just, throw $20 in and see if you can get something out of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly.
You got to get a printer, toner. Like, it ain't nothing that you could just throw $10 in and see what it do. So once I started seeing how, and then I had to do the not to jump all over the place.
No,
First
no
of all,
take your time.
I got you. First of all, another thing. I did a refinance for one of my rental properties. This another thing that confirmed it. I did a refinance for one of my rental properties, and the guy who came out to do my refinance, he was a cool young black guy, and he said, I said, yeah, man, I'm familiar with the loan sign. I've been looking into it or whatever. So he telling me what he does and how many he had that day, and how many he had a pop. And just honest, I'm like, you got 7 of these today? And how much is it a pop? $125 a pop. So I'm looking at it like, man, this something I need to be a part of. So I did my due diligence. I took the notary class at the local community college. Went to the courthouse, got all my stuff. Secretary of State, went through the motions of it. So when I first started,
did you do the NNA training as well? Did you do the NNA training as well?
I did. I actually did. And I'm glad I did that. I know it was a lot of people feel like they don't need it, and a lot of people don't. I needed it.
Yes.
You did it?
Especially if you never. Well, actually, I would have did a little better had I took it, because I went in the very conservative route. But when I recertified again, I took it, and it would have really did a ton of good for me. Just knowing the little things and the basics. They really give you the basics. Everything else is extra, but they give you the basics.
They did. It was something that I didn't recertify this year after it ran out, but I don't have any, because I didn't really me
not
personally.
The membership, but the training. What you talk about, the membership or the training?
I didn't do the membership. I didn't redo the membership.
Okay.
Yeah, but the training was good. The training, I would recommend that training, or if anybody got another training, I would recommend it, because when you coming from not having a clue or not being in the field or knowing anything about it, you just think you get ready to hop in here and make some money, it's a lot more to it.
Yeah, it is very much so.
Yeah, it's a lot more to it.
When was do you remember your first signing?
I do. I was pitiful. Sarah, I was so pitiful. I was pitiful. I did it through it came through SnapDocs.
Okay.
And it was in a little town around where I stayed called STEM.
Okay.
And let me tell y'all, I was so pitiful, sweating, didn't know what the documents were saying. I'm going through the documents. I'm like, I don't even know what this means. I'm sweating. I was absolutely pitiful. I get to the people house, so I'm trying to wing it to make it look like I've done 50 of these, knowing that this is my first one. I definitely wasn't going to tell them this is my first one.
No.
I'm sweating in there. And I'm like, man, it's just hot. I got all these clothes on.
Don't tell me you went there with a 12-piece special.
Man, what you talking about? And it was summertime, almost spring, summer. It was getting hot. I had like a 12-piece suit on. I was pitiful.
All right. Hold the thinking board. Here we go.
Because you know what? I said to myself, if I at least look good, they'll think I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Get it back right here.
If I at least look good, they'll think I know. So I'm like, I'm at least look good. But I mean, I was pitiful, and I wanted to share that story. I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are so afraid in this line of work to make a mistake. I made so many mistakes. I didn't even print letter or legal. I printed everything on letter.
Ah,
Yeah,
no.
I didn't know how to separate it at the time, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I printed everything on letter. I
Mm.
thank God that the company I did it with didn't stress it, because they could have been like, nope,
Yeah,
you
because the
can't do that. We
barcodes
get
get cut off.
exactly. They could have made a big deal out of it. They didn't, but that's how pitiful I was. I was pitiful. But I made it through it. I did it.
Of
It didn't get
course.
kicked back. It didn't get kicked back. I hit everything that
Well,
I was
you
supposed to
did
hit on.
great.
I don't have any complaints, but I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it.
Wow. So what's the majority? What type of signings do you normally do? Do you do a lot of general notary work? Do it's a mix or
Nah, I do mainly refis.
okay.
Yeah, with the way the market is right now, mainly refis. I did a couple of notary things, but a couple sellers packets. Um, but I would probably say, probably like the majority of people, probably 85 to 90% of the work is refinances.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fantastic. And besides the NNA training, you didn't take any training, correct?
I didn't. No, ma'am. No, I
Okay.
didn't.
Well,
Hmm.
how do you feel about your
Other than,
decision?
oh, hold on, I take that back. I watch your videos.
Thank
That's
you.
training. I'm
Oh
not
yeah, we
I
was
gotta give you your flowers. I
thank
watch your videos. That's training. And just YouTube University. I'm a proud graduate of YouTube University. Proud graduate. So just YouTube, your stuff, just watching the basics.
fantastic.
Hmm.
How do you feel about the decision that you made to become a loan signing agent?
You know what? I like it. I went into it. Now, I'm being honest. I'm being candid on my interview, okay?
Okay.
I went into it as a hustle. Oh, I can get me some quick cash. Let me see how I can finesse this and do this. But as I got more into it, because I'm a talker and I'm a people person, I started actually liking it. And I started really saying, I need to really kind of invest in myself with this, not just something I can do on the side or get a quick buck. Like, this is really solid.
Yeah.
This is really solid, especially the way that, I told you I'm a real estate investor, especially the way that the housing market is going. Because right now a lot of us are on the um refinance side.
Yeah.
Well, the market shifts. So
Yeah.
soon a lot of us is going to be on the buyer side. You
That's
know,
what I'm having a lot of now.
that's it. It start
And
so it shifts. So um we'll be on east side of the coin. It just depends on the climate of the industry. So I don't mind. I enjoy it. Um it's been good to me. You know, you just got to be organized. That's the thing. I would say that
yes.
you got to be organized. It'll get away from you. It'll
It
get away from you if you're not organized. You got to be organized.
facts.
Hmm.
Um, how do you stay motivated when it becomes slow? Because I know you've been in long enough to go through a slow phase.
This drought crazy right now.
What you tell it?
Drought crazy right now. It's crazy. I mean, from where it was when it was to a point, and you probably can. It was to a point I was probably turning down more than I was taking.
Exactly.
Yes. I was like, man, I can't even do this. It's too much. I got a 12:30. I can't. You got
Because then
2 o'clock.
get addicted. You just be like, yes, 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 yes. And
Yeah,
then you be like, it's burnt out real quick.
that's
So,
it. But you know what? When the drought come, you think back and you be like, I'm glad I did take those. Because the drought is here. But I'm gonna tell you how I stay motivated, because I just stay the course. So I stay the course because you got to realize a lot of people that did this, they did it with the um intentions of probably doing this full time, like this they thing. Because at first it was coming in, you probably was thinking like, yo, I can do this full time. I can, but the good thing about when it's slow, like you mentioned, it kind of weeds some people out. It weeds some people out, because some people like, man, I ain't getting ready to do this. Even the people that's getting 1 or 2 a week, they like, it ain't even worth it.
yeah.
So it's kind of like it balances everything in life. Pretty much balances itself out. So it balances itself out as long as you stay the course. And I feel like I'm staying the course. It'll balance itself out. Yeah, it's slow right now, but 10 people quit this week. You know, 8 people quit that week. So eventually, as weeks go on and people like just take me off the list. It ain't even worth the headache. It'll balance itself out. That's how I look at it. It's a marathon. That's how I look at it.
Well, I was saying the same thing for me because I do this full time,
Yep.
and I said that if, when that drought hit, I was I was barely breaking even. That's
Yeah.
when it get tight, and you get aggravated. So for me, and the same thing you said, I just keep the course because I know it's gonna get better. I know that the market fluctuate. This is that type of industry. And then
Yep.
I think to myself, like, how many people I know that started in real estate, but they're not doing real estate no more, or
That's
they're not
it.
doing this as much. So I can expect this from, because I'm in this industry as well. So I kind of prep for it again. Like I said, I kind of scale back a little bit, but now I don't take for granted. I still decline, but I don't take for granted what I get. But when it's good, it is really good.
When
So
it's good, it's good. When it's
very.
good, it's good. Yeah.
You got any favorite companies that you want to shout out or?
I do a lot of Superior Notary. Superior Notary, they send me a lot of love through the Snap Docs.
What's that? That's the MVs.
Say what now?
That's the MV Realty.
The MV?
Yeah.
No, no. MV is suspect. I hope MV ain't up here.
Wait. No.
Let me stop. No.
Yeah.
Everybody do your thing. Everybody do your thing. Do your thing. Do your
We
thing.
want to go to so. Yeah.
Everybody do your thing. But
No,
not.
one thing I'm gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I only do them if they're local because they cancel too much.
Oh my stars!
Man,
They
listen,
cancel game.
is listen. What are they batting? That's what. Listen, my thing is $35. Just thank you for to get $35 for that ride,
Believe
and
it.
that's it.
Believe it.
And that's
Believe it.
why it's only local. Because as soon
Believe
as
it.
you get up there, I'm like, look, man, just gonna do it. They like, what happened to you? Talk to your agent. You said yes. What happened between then and now? I don't know, but
MV. I don't know about your area. MV in my area, they won't even give you the person number who you're doing the signing for. When you get the number, it's the number of whoever
the agent.
the agent is. I'm like, I don't need to talk to you. I need to talk to the person so I can see what's going on.
Well, to their defense, because
Okay.
they did show me a lot of love in the beginning. So I watched them go from what they did until now. And I think the reason why they did that is because they didn't want so many people calling the client.
I
And like
understand.
me, sometimes if they don't get their check in time, they tend to call me back.
Yeah.
So I guess to keep the line of correct and just cut out everybody in the middle, they just do the agent only. Because they used
I
to get a
understand.
number two, and then but it just makes sense to streamline that whole process. I'm glad they did, but that cancellation, man. And the
And
only
like you
reason
said, if they local, you can
yeah,
understand it because it's only what they say,
$15 minutes,
11 to
I
14 pages.
$35. I say
Yes,
$35.
11 to 14 pages. You like, I'll do this. But let me just go over here, a couple of pages, and I'm out of here in 10 minutes or something like that. But they cancel game is serious.
Okay, so you with Superior Notary, who else?
Superior Notary, give me a lot of action. Creative Signers, give me a lot of action. Um, what's another one? I do Amrock. Amrock has been slow, but what is the Exos? What is that? Sign it.
Service Link.
Service Link. Service Link give me a lot of action. They give me a lot of action. They pretty consistent. We're giving me at least a few a week.
And then
Um,
what is the greatest point about Service Link?
no, you don't have to scan them IDs. That's one good thing about Service Link. They get paid bi-monthly
Every 2 weeks.
every 2 weeks. And no scan backs. Every now and then you might have a scan back from
Every
Service
now
Link.
and then.
If you get one from if they're doing one maybe Wells Fargo or Bank of America or something like that, but that's rare. But for the most part, no scan backs.
Yeah, that's why I like them too. But every
I
two
do.
weeks, that's what keeps you afloat. I tell
Yeah.
everybody, please get you a client that pays every 2 weeks
Yeah.
or as soon as the right of rescission is over because when
That's
the
it.
dispersal,
Mortgage Connect shows me some love too.
yeah, that's those my
Mortgage Connect show me love too. So Mortgage Connect is good too.
Mortgage Connect is my people. Shout out to the Closer
The
LLC.
closer show me some love too.
I
You're
love
exactly
them.
right. Yep. Yep.
They look out. I get a lot of work from SnapDocs, so you
From
know,
who?
SnapDocs
Oh
signing
yeah,
order.
yeah. SnapDocs, yeah.
Signing order has been giving me consistent work. Do because I pay. Do you pay the? Are you on signing order?
Every I know a lot of people against it. Everything that you can pay, I do it. Cause I mean it'll be a few bucks. And who knows if it make a difference or not. But the little bit of change that it's charging is not gonna make or break you.
Well, if it's like two, if it's like the one like signing order is only $2.
$2, like,
Like they
yeah,
give me about 4 signers a month. It don't pay
that's
for
it.
itself.
That's
The
it.
time's over. It's just the ones that's like I don't really know, and they want $40, and I'm like, what if you never give me nothing?
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
but okay, that's fantastic.
I would never pay for a company that's just off the gate saying, $40 to get in and we give you some signings. Like, no.
Yeah, nah, that's a whole nother hustle.
Yeah.
Okay, what do the next 6 months look like for you?
Um, I'm just trying to stay the course. You
Okay,
know, I will say this for a lot of the people that's in this probably full time or even part time. I gotta let my personal goal is if I can get 3 a week, I'm okay.
very
I try to 3 a week for me because I got a full time job.
good. Mhm.
3 a week is okay for me. But my goal is just to hang in there. I think the next 6 months with the market from this area, the Wake County, Durham, Orange County area is kind of crazy right now. I'm just trying to stay the course. I'm looking at the see what the Fed's doing with its interest rate because that affects us. As you can
Yeah,
see,
very much so.
that affects us. So the next 6 months
I
and
think it's
then
great.
I
I'm
just
glad that it went up a little bit because if it do go back down, if it do, everybody go jump on it.
that's it.
It's gonna make it. So
That's
they
it.
gonna be like, I wish I didn't wait.
That's
So
it. But the next 6 months, I think the time that we have that it's a little slower, it's the time that if we serious about this and we want to do this, it's time to like just tweak some of the little stuff.
yeah,
Um, just tweak some of the little stuff that we trying to do to try to make it a little bit better. Because when you busy, like at the time when we getting 5 or 6 a day,
mhm.
it was hard to do any of the little stuff. We ain't had time. It's like, listen, I got to print this stuff out and I got to go.
Man, and you gotta go, and that's
Go.
that's the thing. And yeah. Speaking about that, are you mobile? Do you have anything mobile, printer, scanner?
You know what? I really don't. I see people that have it on YouTube and they got the printer right in the car. I'm old school. I'm like, listen, I got to go back to the crib and print your stuff out.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I
Uh-huh.
bit the bullet. I forgot to bring my new tablet. I bought me a tablet. I went to pawn shop. I went
Okay.
to
Okay.
pawn shop. I bought me a tablet at a pawn shop. It was $120. It is very nice touchscreen,
Okay.
and I got me a wireless scanner as well. And the reason I did that because have you noticed everyone wants scan backs within 2 hours? You
Within
gotta
2 hours.
understand if I got three signings back to back, I'm not going back to the office just to scan
Yep.
yours. I got stuff I gotta do.
Yep.
And so that's why I went ahead and said I'm gonna go ahead and because they've been doing very good. Now, when I first started, it was people who my documents was late all the time. I
Mhm.
rarely get that now, but that's why I said I'm gonna start putting it in there because everybody's asking for immediate scan backs at the table.
They want them
Uh,
on site.
but I understand why though,
Yep.
and that's something that's new that just started happening that I
Yep.
noticed. But that's why I said I'm gonna go ahead and put it mobile, just do it in my car and a little tablet, and that'll be good to go. I don't know about printing. Um, again, like I say, uh, about the IDs, I like to send a copy of the ID back with the packet. That's the only reason I gotta come back because I gotta print.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I upload it to the system, but yeah, I like to get it out and get it done. So
But you
um,
know what? I do. Some of the companies they want IDs. I'm gonna be honest. This is off the record, everybody. This is just me personally. Sometimes I don't feel comfortable taking a picture of a person's ID.
I don't feel comfortable taking a picture of their socials. But they
Me
ideas,
neither. Me
their
neither,
ideas,
because
I gotta know, but I gotta do it. But they
I got
know.
to do it.
But for me, like I said, that's why I said I wanted to go ahead and streamline. What kind of systems, like, how's this? How has it been for the last month or so? How's your March looking? How much work did you have?
Um, I'm still staying pretty consistent. I'm still doing 3 to 4 a week. That, for me, that's good. For some people, they probably say that sucks. For me, that's good for me.
What's good for you is good for you. Are you
What's
in?
good for you is good for you. Exactly.
Exactly. We not
Yeah.
we not in competition. Show race.
Yeah.
Race it
That
against yourself.
it works for me. I do 3 or 4 a week. Um, now at one time it was way heavier than that. But for now, if I get 3 or 4 a week consistent, I'm fine with that.
And that's how you can tell real signing agents as well, because again, as soon as something get low, they want to book. I mean, like, come on,
Yep.
this is a season base, and can you believe, like, ever since I started doing this, I got more into. I'm not into real estate yet,
Yeah.
but I watch a lot of real estate shows, and like, if in Hampton, they only got a 3 month window period to make sales, so that's how
Mm,
long they season is. So this is a seasonal thing, and a lot of people, I
it
think,
is. It
really
is.
think that it's just going to be an overflow, and it's not like how you could just be a notary now and just, hey, I'm gonna come to you. You got to really kind of put yourself out there. Do you do any marketing?
Let me tell you something. I know we're gonna get to what advice that you have,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna say something. No, speak to speak on that. To say that if you get any signings, in my opinion, not even in my opinion, I think this is just a fact. If you get any signings from SnapDocs or Sign and Order,
Uh-huh.
and the title company is local, send them a business card and send them a thank you card. Because if you could cut out the middleman of SnapDocs or Sign and Order, you could get some action. I had a company um out of Cary, and they sent me something through SnapDocs, right? But when I'm going through the paperwork or whatever, I see they out of Cary. I'm like, man, I got to get the SnapDocs out of my. Okay,
So,
little bill came in. That was
sorry,
Jazzy.
go ahead.
Okay, it's all right. So I'm like, I gotta get these SnapDoc people out of my pocket. So when they sent me the signing thing, I sent back my business card. I sent back a really fly thank you card. Let me tell you something. A week later, the people called me and said, "Listen, we want to add you to our notary list of local signers. Do you cover XYZ?" I like, man, I cover all of it. So now they give me they consistent. They give me 2 or 3. It used to be it was 5 or 6, but now because it's slowing down, they give me 2 or 3 every week, and it's just direct action,
That's it.
which pays more, of course, because I don't have them people in my pocket. I don't have SnapDocs in my pocket getting their cut. So if whatever area you stand in, if you get somebody that a lot of the stuff come from Philly. I know y'all see a
Yeah.
lot of stuff coming from Philly, some stuff coming from Cali,
Moon,
some stuff
Moon,
coming from
Moon,
Texas.
PA, Moon, PA.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
But if that thing come from anywhere in North Carolina, you better send something extra back when you're sending that
and
packet
South
back.
Carolina,
Believe it. Believe it.
and
Send
South
something
Carolina.
extra back. You never know. You never know.
And so when you started, okay, I know you said when you first started it was a hustle. Are you looking at it more as in a business standpoint?
Yeah, yeah. It's more of a business now. I'm gonna tell you something. Loan signing for me, I really love it now. I mean, honestly, okay, let's just look at it from the financials. I know a lot of people say, well, my gas, I got to print the paper out, and then I got to go there, and then I got to come back, I got to have pens, I got to listen,
With
you
the
ain't going to find too many jobs that you can get $100 and be out in and out in 40 minutes. I'm just being honest. You're not going to find, okay, subtract your paper, subtract your gas. Even if you subtract 40 from that
listen,
and you at 60, you're not gonna find nowhere that you get a clear $60 in 40 minutes to an hour. You're not.
this is
So
what I say to all of that, and I tell people this all the time. Your
that's it.
time is what you get. And people don't even value it. They don't value it.
That's it.
So you got to understand, if you made, say for instance, you make $12 an hour. You always
Mm-hmm.
made 12, even if you make 16. You can make what you make in one day in 2 signings, and
Believe
you
it.
had a whole day to yourself. The
Believe it.
thing is, what are you going to do with that time? And
That's
that's
it.
money right there. That's a
That's it.
big chunk of money that you're not sitting at nobody's desk and just, now you have the freedom to do what you got to do.
That's
People
it.
don't understand that. I had to put on
But
my
you know what? Because people don't realize that time is your biggest asset.
said.
It's the only thing that you can spend. You can't get it back. You can get everything else back. You cannot get your time. When your time is gone, it's gone. I don't care who you are, you can't get your time back. So your time is your biggest asset. So whatever you can, if you can make, like you said, $12 or whatever, if you can make X amount of dollars in this block of time, and now, like you said earlier, you got time to go do something else or do what you want to do, you can't
I
beat
mean,
that.
you can't beat that, and
You can't
also,
beat
and sometimes it ain't the daily. Like for instance, and I ask people, especially if we have a one-on-one, like literally, how much do you need a month to survive? You need to know that
that.
first,
Yep.
and
Yep.
how much you think loan signing gonna cover?
That's it.
Because you gotta be
That's it.
realistic. You know
You
what I'm saying?
do.
A lot of people just be like, "Man, I'm gonna make that 500." We're in North Carolina. It ain't over there the West Coast. We ain't make it like that, okay? So I'm not saying it can't happen. It can. I'm not saying that it can't. But we talking about average, just the
Yeah.
regular people
That's it.
doing their thing. So
That's
if
it.
you can make $2,000, say man, some people need 25. That's me. That was mine. Just to break even, everything paid for $2,500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
I made that in the last 2 weeks of the month. So that means I got the whole beginning of the month to do what?
That's it. That's it.
That's when you can really, that's the value. Okay. Some people don't value that. I do. You know what I'm saying? I
I
like the
I
time.
definitely value that. Yeah, I definitely value
And
that.
take
Cause
a
I mean,
break.
you want your time. You like, yo, let me go get this. From 12. They wanted at 12 o'clock. I'll be done by 1. The people say they're gonna give me a $1.20. Like you can't beat that. Not this, and not that it's all about the money, but like we said, it's about your time. So now I got time to go do something else that I wanted to do, and I still
Your real
made some.
estate, your investing, you
That's
can grow
it.
your business.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's
So
it.
that's why I say this is a stepping stone.
It is. It is.
Fact.
It gets you. You know what? The thing I do like about loan signing for anybody that's interested in real estate or anybody that's just interested in financial freedom or whatever, the loan signing gives you an opportunity to really see where the wealth is at. Because if you're doing refinances, right? You're looking at the interest rates. You're looking at these people. You go into somebody's house, they just getting a lower interest rate. Cool. They really not getting no cash back to borrow on the
Yeah.
CD, right? But then you go to some people's house, they refinance it, they pulling out 100,000 off their 125,
I like them.
300,000 off. And then in general conversation, you asking them, what you got planned? You gonna fix it up or whatever? Just general conversation you having in the house. They like, nah, I'm gonna go buy me like 2 or 3 properties with
Yeah.
it. So it really lets you see, and even though you just going through watching them
And
sign,
that's
but in
your
the back of you,
community. You know what's going on in your
you know what's
community. A
going on
lot
in
of
your
people be
community.
sleeping. I be in everybody house.
Yeah. And you know what? You take that like, you leave and you get in your car and you get ready to drop them docs off, but you say to yourself, like, these people ain't playing. I'm
Exactly.
these people not playing. Like, it's people out here that's really trying to get this thing, and these people are not playing.
They
That boy
not.
pulled out 125,000 out of this
They
refinance.
believe in whatever it is that they want to do. And that's why I say people up
That's
here
it.
acting crazy over loan signing. Then when you want to do something really big, this is small. And I
That's it.
like loan signing, even though that's gonna go into my video, but I don't care. Um, no, I'm gonna do a video why I like it, don't like. But what I like about it, not only is it the time component of it, but it's a great business to start.
It
And I
is.
think the reason why it is, and it took off like it did, is because it teaches you all the fundamentals that you need for any business that you even think you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to do inventory, you
Mm-hmm.
have to be on, you have to really pay attention, be organized. You have to go out here and have a quality of work. You can't come out here looking any kind of way.
That's it.
It really, again, it challenges you to be a better you. You
It
understand?
do.
And I
Yeah.
really like it because I came out, being a new mom, and I was just like, I need something easy that ain't gonna give me
Hmm.
no pressure, and and postpartum. I'm like, I need just something real easy. And things have been awesome for me. I can really say the experience. I have met one of the. I've been in the room. It has put me in the room with at least 2 or 3 millionaires,
Yeah.
sitting down, talking,
Yeah.
shop with these people.
Yeah.
People want to give you opportunities. The opportunities. People just keep looking at one dimension. I need y'all to get 5D up in this thing. The You meet so many different people. I
You
meet
do.
all walks of life.
You do.
I
You
woke
do.
up. I love going to homesteads. I get eggs. I get herbs.
I do
Real
too.
herbs.
I'm glad you said.
They give you fresh eggs, you get rosemary, basil. I listen.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. People. I'm in the country. I'm a little more with rural. So if I could count how many times people offer me eggs, and or I went to a lady house. She said her mom died. Do your daughter like jewelry? They came out with a jewelry box. Like, but honestly, I've also met some
I
people
got all
because I
that
do real.
Mary Kay. Somebody gave me some Mary Kay. Listen, listen,
They be on it. Especially when you go in there and you nice and,
man.
yeah, you nice and you being accommodating and you just trying to take care of your business, but they can just feel your spirit is there's you cool. People will offer you stuff. I've had so much advice and I've done refinancing for people who are refinancing their real estate property. And I do real estate, and they give me so much good. Man, you got a good electrician. I got a guy who can do this for you. I got a guy who do carpet. Like
Yeah, I do.
I've
I've been
learned
doing
so
a
much.
few commercial closings, so I'm stretching out. I'm stretching my stuff.
See, I haven't did a commercial closing yet.
I did a few of them,
I
and
ain't did one of them yet.
I'm again, like I said, I'm just learning all of it, but it's a little different. The
Yeah.
wording, I gotta read them because we gotta read the documents and we gotta study. What is the most craziest uh signing you had?
The craziest.
Whether it be you had to meet someone that was very suspect, or wild animals in the house, like me with the monkey, and yeah,
I haven't had anything that I can say like
stood
this
out.
was crazy. It's just um signing, in my opinion, is just unconventional. Like you think you're gonna be at somebody's dinner table and the wife sitting over here and the husband sitting, you might be on the hood of your car, you might be on the back of a truck, the bed of the truck. I did the sign at Bojangles parking lot. Like you might be at somebody's house at 6 o'clock in the morning. They're going out of town. They flight leave at 8. They want to get this done before they flight leave. Like it's not conventional, and you got to think outside the box when you do it. Sometimes people got a window like, no, I'm only doing it from this time to that. And I get that because people got other jobs, but you still got to think outside the box and be like, hey, what's too early for y'all? Oh, could you get over here at 6:30? Yeah, I get over there at 6:30. I'll be over there. Like you got to look at it like that. And I know that everybody can't look at it like that, but you have to look at it like that. It's not
Fantastic.
it's not a conventional. It's not a black and white.
Structured. It's
It's not
structured. It's
God.
very. You got the
Yeah,
whole day to get that signing done.
you might be at the park. You might be. You
Yeah,
might be. Yeah, you come to somebody's job. They rushing, trying to be like, look, I already know what it is. Just tell me what it sounds like. All right, you got
got
you.
you.
Yeah,
Well, any advice that you would like to give anybody who's thinking to become a loan signing agent?
definitely, definitely. If I had any advice, a couple of things. When you go into, and I mean, this is one thing. When you go into people's house, let them know that you don't work for the bank. Because a lot of times them people been frustrated over this process. It done took 6 months, and they think that you actually come
Did
from
it?
the bank, and they are livid, and they're gonna blame you for it. Like y'all took forever. I'm like, y'all. Oh no, I don't know anybody that you've had a conversation with. I am a third party notary. I'm just them people pay me to watch you sign this paper. I'm just saying that to myself.
Yeah, I got you.
But you gotta let them know that you don't work for the you do you know you. I said we got a problem. We all a family right now. We're gonna all call together and try to
Let's go
figure it out.
call. You call your people. I'm gonna call my people. We gonna
I
get
am,
it
and we're gonna get
together.
this thing. We're gonna get this thing figured out at the same
Exactly.
time. So I would do that. I would say that. Let them know when you come in that you definitely not an employee of the bank.
Or the
Um,
lender.
and another thing, don't be afraid to make a mistake. I've made so many mistakes. I don't care if you triple check, quadruple check. It's just something. And the more you talk
Man, it could
during the
be
signing,
right there
the
in
more,
your
the
face
more
and
chances you
right.
got to make a mistake.
Don't talk during signings. Don't talk during signings. That the end of the day even tell you that. Don't do it at all. Talk after.
Talk after.
You can
But
talk
but see
after.
the thing
Hold that
is,
talk. Give me the water after. You ain't.
but you know what? People they pull you in.
Yeah, I know.
They pull you in. The signers want to talk about the sports. They want to talk about the economy. They pull you in, and then you know what? At the end, you be like, "Lord, I ain't get them people to sign it." In there running my mouth. In
So
there
you
running
check in the
my mouth.
car as well. You do
Say
the
what
tick.
now?
You check in the car as well
I
and
check
everything.
before I leave. No, I don't check in the car, but I do check before I leave. I tell them, look, give me 2 or 3 minutes. Let
Like,
me stay here and just double check. So I do check before I leave. But I've checked before I left and still missed stuff.
I know.
So, but my point is, don't feel like missing stuff is the end of the road. Because some people like they so devastated that they missed the signature or something like that they think it's end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It's
It's
natural.
great,
And you can
especially
do
if you
that.
catch it first and nobody else caught it.
That's it.
Nobody
That's
don't
it.
know.
The reason why they put these attention notary papers in these packets is because people have made these mistakes. They wouldn't put that in there
No,
if
because they didn't they used to be like that in the beginning. Now we
they
get
got,
like 12 pages of directions. I'm like, hold on, now it's $70. Don't be extra for all that.
yeah, you doing too much.
I
But
know for $70, I tell them quick. And be like, so man, I just want to make sure you got. I said I did over 400 signings. You read my bio?
yeah,
And then he
yeah,
be like, yes, I got it, but I just want to make sure. And da da da. And look, this $75.
yep,
Come on
yep.
now.
Like you ain't getting ready to do
Same
bill
day,
whole bunch of
same
extra.
day
Yeah,
shipping, and we go make sure they are who they say they are. We're gonna get them signatures. Don't be asking me for all that
that's
now.
it. That's
God,
it.
do
I would
sign it.
say that don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. It's not the
Mm-hmm.
end of the world.
Mm-mm.
Double, triple check. Um,
And if you do have an error, please be in a position to correct it ASAP.
you got to knock it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to knock it out. It's usually a miss. It's usually a miss signal or a miss stamp or something like that. You know, it's not. And even if you send it off, I shipped it off before and saw something missing there, or scanned it, or something. You scan it, you still at least you got the originals that you can go back and take care of it.
Yeah.
But my thing is, it's just not the end of the world.
No.
It's
A
not the end
lot
of the
of
world.
people. Yeah.
Don't think they're getting ready to fire you or they ain't nobody getting ready to call you
Or,
again.
or get blacklisted. No,
Or
you
get
got to do something
blacklisted.
terrible,
You you
terrible.
you'll be okay. Just fix it. That's the key. Just fix it as fast as you
Don't drop
can.
the ball. Make sure
Don't
it
drop the
closed.
ball.
That
Fix
is
it
your
as fast as you
job to make
can.
sure
Yeah.
it closed. Don't
Yeah.
drop the
Fix it as
ball.
fast as you can and you'll be fine. You'll be
All
fine.
right.
Hmm.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, it was such a breath of fresh air to finally see and meet you.
Definitely,
'Cause I know
definitely.
we've been
Same here.
talking over Facebook,
Yep.
but and it was some thank you so much for sharing a lot, especially about because we gotta talk about real estate because
Oh
that's the
yeah.
next venture for me. So
Whenever
um
you're ready, let me know. I'll give you a little bit of background on it. I got a flip on the I got a flip. I just closed on Friday. This gonna be my first flip. My first two are turnkeys, but this is my first flip. So I'm learning as I go, but just keep me in the loop.
awesome, well,
Yep.
definitely I am. I think that was it. You got anything else you want to add?
I don't. I appreciate you having me.
Oh, no
Um,
problem. What's the name of your notary service?
NC Granite Homes.
NC Granite Homes.
See Granite
That's
Homes.
actually I'll put it in the side of the comment section.
Yeah, yeah. Put it
So
in there.
and you can use the little thing I made for you. You can send that off as well with your info. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, Marcus. You were awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
And I hope you have a great week. How many you got next week?
Right now, I got one next Saturday. I got four right now. I got a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So I got four right now. So that'll
Yeah,
hold. If they don't cancel, you can't really you really can't depend on signing
You
this
can't, and
24
you
hours.
can't, don't print prior to 24 hours.
No, ma'am.
You can
If it
download it,
if
but
it's
don't
past
print
3 days out, it's always questionable.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if the documents always, just a little tidbit, if documents come available, download them, because if they cancel, you can charge them a print fee.
You know what you know. I got another trick too. I don't even want to
Listen,
stand up here and get everybody in trouble, but
like,
I'll send you a message too, though.
yeah, send a message,
Yeah, that
because you
that
know
make sure you
what?
can still get a
Listen,
little change if they
if
cancel.
in them streets,
I'll
it's
tell you
over.
about that. I'll tell you about that offline.
Yeah, I got about 7 for next week already. I'm booked.
That's good.
So I'm just super excited.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
thank you so much. It was
You're
just great
welcome.
talking to you. And this is my first time using the screen, so it don't be cameras everywhere.
I saw
So
somebody on the side. They said Marcus look different without the glass. Y'all know you got to do that. That
listen, that picture you talking about,
you
you
got
know,
to do the
oh, I
safe
thought
picture. You
what?
know, you got to do the safe. You know who house I'm going in.
Yes.
I gotta do. I gotta do the safe. I gotta do the safe picture. You know who house I'm going in. I gotta do the safe
Listen,
picture.
you
So
gotta
yeah,
look real safe.
I got to look real safe. I'm already. Yeah, I'm. Trust me, I gotta look real. I'm tall. I gotta look real safe. Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
definitely.
fantastic. Well, I hope you wish you many assignments, and you definitely,
Thank you.
I'll be in touch for sure.
All right.
And I guess that's the end of the live. And I thank
All right.
everyone for watching. I couldn't see anything in the chat. Oh, there you go,
I
right
see a little
there.
something over here, but I ain't had a chance to scroll through it or whatever. But I'm sure you will.
Oh, okay, I do see it now. All right, awesome. Right.
Mhm.
Well, next time I know. All right. Well, thank you so much, and you have a wonderful rest of your
All
evening.
right. You too. Y'all be safe. Everybody be safe. Have a good night.
All right, you
All
too.
right. Bye bye.